This reminds me of another story where Skip Gildersleeve, my friend that worked with Rush, he was the production manager, I think, for Collective Soul, and he was with them when they were doing their first tour, and they were really green. I mean, 6 months before I saw the show that they did, they were playing in their mother's basement, and they were opening up for Aerosmith, and Skip said, "Yeah, I want you to come to the show," but it was kind of weird because with the Rush shows, Skip would say, "Just come backstage and you could have something to eat and sit with me and meet people and all that." But with the Collective Soul show, I was very very limited to where I was allowed to go backstage, and it was kind of just back there briefly, and then I had to get out, and then they didn't want me by the stage at all, and they said just go and sit in your seat and watch the show. And I got to say, I've never seen Aerosmith, and that show was so loud. It was just like almost passing out loud, from that show. But it was an interesting show. They bought Skip bought a bunch of, I think it was M boxes from me for a Collective Soul, and they needed some things for the road, and I got it for them, and took care of that. But Skip was telling me they're just really really nice, polite guys to work with. But the Aerosmith thing, what's funny about that is one of my assistants that worked with me, he lived in Boston, and he said if you're in Boston, you always have an Aerosmith story, and it was just so many funny stories I would hear about Aerosmith doing crazy things up in the Boston area. But I guess they're the local heroes in that area for crazy stuff. So there you go. That was my Collective Soul Aerosmith story.